Guys, this is a story out of Little Rock, Arkansas, and I'll just tell you guys what happened. A Jacksonville man that you see on my screen right there has been arrested on accusations that he has killed his own 3-month-old son. Yes, that guy and that baby. I want y'all to notice how little that baby is. Let's take a step back. Look at how tiny that baby is. That's a beautiful baby boy. I don't know what happened in this story, but nonetheless, there's a lot of things that have gone unanswered. But here's the story. The gentleman that you see on my screen, his name is Kevonce Lamont Ephriam. I know that was a mouthful. I'll spell it for you. Kevonce, Kevonce. Lamont, Lamont, Ephriam, Ephriam. So that way that you guys can go back and follow the story. 23 years old, and they have charged him with capital murder. I want you guys to understand what I just said. They have charged him with capital murder. I want you to bookmark that part of the story because we're going to come back to it. Because I know that the family is defending him and they say he's not that type of person. He would not have done this. Something else is wrong. But I'm going to tell you guys this. In most states, they do not charge you with something like capital murder, which means you could spend life in prison or you could get the death penalty. They usually do not charge you with something like that unless they feel like they can get a 100% conviction. Y'all heard that? 100% conviction. That's what they're going for. They believe they have enough evidence to charge him that drastically. That's big time. So bookmark that because we're going to come back to it. We're going to revisit that. Kevonce Lamont Ephriam. That's the biological father, 23 years old, and his son's name. And I want y'all to look at that baby's face. Such a small, beautiful, innocent soul. Look at his face. That baby was named Cassius with a K. Kassius. Cassius Lamont Ephriam was 3 years old. Look at that baby right there. He was pronounced dead Tuesday after officers were called to a home on 101 Darrell Court. Medical examiners ruled the child's death a homicide. An autopsy determined the cause of death to be asphyxiation. You guys heard that. How many of you guys are familiar with the term asphyxiation? You guys know what that means. The child was found unresponsive on Tuesday at a home on Darrell Court. Police said that an autopsy determined the cause of death to be traumatic asphyxiation. So I'll give you the definition. Traumatic asphyxia or Peretz syndrome. I hope I said that right. It is a medical emergency caused by an intense compression of the thoracic cavity, causing venous backflow from the right side of the heart into the veins of the neck and the brain. That sounds like the baby was choked or strangled. That's what it sounds like. But the terminology they used was very specific. Traumatic asphyxiation. Okay? Now, through the investigation, it was determined that the father, Ephriam, where am I at? The victim's biological father was the sole caregiver at the time of death. Now, how rare is that? Not only a man, not only a black man, and not only a young black man at 23 years old was in his kid's life, because we know that all black men are deadbeats, right? That's what they say about us. We're all deadbeats. We all ain't shit. But apparently, somebody thought high enough of him to give him sole custody of a 3-month-old baby. And I don't know if you guys have ever raised a baby, but it is a difficult thing to do because they are very, very needy. And that is just something that takes a lot of patience. A ton of patience. They are beautiful looking. They are precious. There are a lot of amazing things that go into babies, but they are very, very testing on your patience. That's why I believe it takes a lot of people to raise kids, not just one person. Hashtag, where's the biological mom in this story? Ooh-wee. I would love for somebody to figure that out for me and let me know. Grandparents, somebody, cousins, aunts, family, friends, anybody. But we haven't heard from them. Let's move on. The biological father is being held without bond. No bond. His initial court appearance is scheduled for April the 23rd. A Jacksonville neighbor talks about the baby that was killed next door, which was the white guy that you saw on the screen. I'll get him on the screen here in just a second, okay? Okay, guys, we're still short on the thumbs up. We have about 155 people watching. Until we can get 100 thumbs up at least, I'm going to keep the chat off. As soon as y'all click that thumbs up, I'll turn the chat on for the people that are wondering. Or we could just keep it as chat, as members only. That's all I'm waiting on. We got 87. I'm waiting for more people to click the thumbs up. I'm looking at it myself, and it has not crossed over that threshold. Just click the thumbs up. We've only got 2 people that have donated, and I'm not asking for everybody to donate, but what I am asking for everybody to do is click the free thumbs up. If you don't mind. Now, let me get this man's picture up on the screen. The neighbor. The white neighbor, and it was a male at that. Let me see if I can find his picture for you real quick. Get it up on the screen. Let's see here. Where is he at? Right here. That man's name is Joshua Byrne, and he said it's terrible and it's tragic. This neighborhood is full of kids, and they run around and ride their bikes up and down the street. Josh Byrne has 4 kids himself, and the family lives just 4 doors away from where this happened. You wouldn't imagine it happening in your neighborhood, you know. The fact that somebody could do something like that or do that, and it was somebody that was close. I mean, they probably came to one of the block parties. You just never know. You wouldn't think that this would happen. It's tragic. Byrne and other neighbors say that they never saw the baby boy. That's important. Why has nobody ever seen this kid? I'm devastated for the rest of the family, and I can't imagine why or how somebody would do that, but I'm sure that there are other relatives and things that are going on or that are going to be crushed by this. Let me go ahead and show you guys the fair usage and let you guys hear the couple of news videos. And I also have an interview, not really an interview, but a video that the baby's aunt recorded on Facebook Live. And she wanted to get everybody told. So I'm going to play that here in just a second. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. Here we go. Uh-oh. Sorry, I forgot to turn it off.
Begin tonight with breaking news out of Jacksonville. Police say a 3-month-old is dead at the hands of his father. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Donna Terrell.
I'm Kevin Kelly. 23-year-old Kevonce Ephriam is behind bars and charged with capital murder. Our Haley Brooks was in Jacksonville and spoke with neighbors. She joins us live in studio with more on what they told her. Haley.
Donna, Kevin, I spoke with several neighbors who say they had no idea what happened next door. In fact, I was the one who broke the news to all of them.
It's terrible. It's tragic.
In the quiet cul-de-sac of Darrell Court, it's clear there's a lot of kids that live in this neighborhood.
This neighborhood is full of kids and that run around, ride their bikes up and down.
Joshua Byrne has 4 kids himself, and the family lives just 4 doors away from where police say 3-month-old Cassius Ephriam was killed by his own father.
You wouldn't imagine it happening in your neighborhood. The fact that somebody could do that, and it was somebody close, probably came to one of the block parties, and you just never know.
Police say 23-year-old Kevonce Ephriam was the sole caregiver of Cassius when he was murdered. Jacksonville police say the autopsy shows the baby boy was killed by traumatic asphyxiation.
You wouldn't think that would happen. It's tragic.
Byrne and other neighbors say they never saw the baby boy and had no idea what happened at the end of the street.
I'm devastated for the rest of the family. I can't imagine why or how somebody would do that. But I'm sure there's other relatives and things that are going to be just crushed.
The father is currently at the Pulaski County Jail being held with no bond, and a court date has not yet been set. Donna, Kevin, back to you.
And tonight at 10 o'clock, we start with tragic news coming out of Jacksonville. Police say a 3-month-old is dead at the hands of his father. 23-year-old Kevonce Ephriam is behind bars and charged with capital murder. Our Haley Brooks was in Jacksonville tonight. She's joining us now in the studio with more.
That's right, Haley. What did they have to say?
Bob Ashley, I spoke with several neighbors who say they had no idea what happened next door. In fact, I was the one who broke the news to all of them.
For the people that are saying that you don't believe that he did it, do me a favor and just post it in the chat. The chat is open for everybody to speak now. If it's not, just refresh. But post why you think that he didn't do it. Because we got a couple people saying, I don't think he did it. But tell me why, though. Tell me why.
It's terrible. It's tragic.
In the quiet cul-de-sac of Darrell Court, it's clear there's a lot of kids that live in this neighborhood.
This neighborhood is full of kids, and they run around, ride their bikes up and down.
Joshua Byrne has 4 kids himself, and the family lives just 4 doors away from where police say 3-month-old Cassius Ephriam was killed by his own father.
You wouldn't imagine it happening in your neighborhood. The fact that somebody could do that, and it was somebody close, probably came to one of the block parties, and you just never know.
Police say 23-year-old Kevonce Ephriam was the sole caregiver of Cassius when he was murdered. Jacksonville police say the autopsy shows the baby boy was killed by traumatic asphyxiation.
You wouldn't think that would happen. It's tragic.
Byrne and other neighbors say they never saw the baby boy and had no idea what happened at the end of the street.
I'm devastated for the rest of the family. I can't imagine why or how somebody would do that. But I'm sure there's other relatives and things that are going to be just crushed.
The father is currently at the Pulaski County Jail being held with no bond, and a court date has not yet been set. Bob Ashley, back to you.
Here's the next video. Now this is them with the baby right here. It's a short video. This is a video of the biological father. Let me see. Oh, shoot. Yeah, we don't just leave a video like that. It's really hard to see. But that's the biological father right there with the baby. Let me see if I can lighten that up for you a little bit. And I'm going to tell you guys, based on what I've seen, it does seem like he loved that baby. That doesn't mean that he didn't snap either, though. But then again, the reason why I think that it's a possibility that it's true is because they charged him with capital murder, and usually they don't go that far unless they know, yeah, we got a definite conviction. Somebody said it's very hard for a black man to get custody of his children, and when he does get custody of his children, he is unlikely to take their lives. I believe he's covering up for perhaps the mother. Well, we haven't heard from the mom, so I can't deny you on that. I feel you. Said first time watching your show. I'm excited to be here. Love what you're doing for kids and families. So thank you very much for being here. I always encourage you, take some time and watch a couple videos. And if you feel like you want to stay, definitely subscribe, join the channel membership, and check out more videos. Thank you for being here. I really, truly appreciate that. Now, for the video that everybody should be here to see is the baby's aunt, and she is on Facebook Live going off on people. And the video was a little bit lengthy, but I want y'all to see it, okay? I want y'all to hear what she has to say. This is the aunt. Listen to what she got to say. We're going to try to play it through. Hit that thumbs up when y'all come in. Let's get it in.
Hey, I know half these people I probably done already blocked out here in Jacksonville and everything that's going on with my family right now. I'm asking for all prayers that I can get right now for my brother. But all these people that's, threatening my family, that's doing all this, hitting my line. I don't know you people. I don't know what's going on. I just know what's going on with my brother and my family. Y'all on the outside looking in. Y'all sending threats to people you don't even know nothing about, don't know who, what, why. I'm the baby, ain't it? I'm the brother's sister. I'm in this. I know what's going on. And anybody that know my brother know good and damn well my brother ain't did no bullshit like this. So to that little girl, you better count your days because you gonna get in trouble, sis. I'm not finna get on live and I'm not finna threaten your life. I'm not finna threaten your people life. But if your people keep coming for me, they better know what they doing. They putting shit in text messages. They sending shit to my phone. I'm not the one to play with. We grieving enough. We just lost our nephew. My brother just lost his motherfucking son. I'm the one that don't have no sense. I don't give a fuck about Jacksonville police because Jacksonville police fucking up my brother's life. Drea Brown, you're fucking up my brother's life. You know good damn well my brother wouldn't do nothing to hurt that baby little girl. And to you and your family, y'all better count y'all motherfucking days. Y'all better leave me and my family alone, because if you bother my mama, if you bother me, just know you're going to have to talk to the police. You're going to have to deal with the police. I'm not finna fight fire with fire.
For the people that are asking, whoo, Lord have mercy, the vitriol. I get it, but my God, why is it that we always have to go ham on live? Right? Just going off on everybody. I heard a couple death threats thrown in there. I don't know if y'all heard that, but I heard a couple death threats thrown in there. Just going off on everybody. The biological father who they're saying murdered his child, that's his sister. That's the aunt. That's the sister. Everybody click that thumbs up. I want to make sure everybody has a chance to see this while we're live, okay? Help us out. Click that thumbs up. Or you can donate in the link if you want to the platform. This is the aunt. Listen at her again.
Family, y'all better count y'all motherfucking days. Y'all better leave me and my family alone, because if you bother my mama, if you bother me, just know you're going to have to talk to the police. You're going to have to deal with the police. I'm not finna fight fire with fire. I'm not finna come after none of you people. I don't know you. I know that baby mama wasn't shit. I know that baby mama didn't have her 2 kids.
Whoa, we just learned something. Hashtag where's the mother? Did y'all hear what she just said? Let me back that up for those who might be hearing impaired like me. Let's hear what she said about the biological mom. Listen again.
Because if you bother my mama, if you bother me, just know you're going to have to talk to the police. You're going to have to deal with the police. I'm not finna fight fire with fire. I'm not finna come after none of you people. I don't know you. I know that baby mama wasn't shit. I know that baby.
She said, I know the baby mama wasn't shit. You heard that, right? Uh-oh, there might be more to this story.
You're going to have to deal with the police. I'm not finna fight fire with fire. I'm not finna come after none of you people. I don't know you. I know that baby mama wasn't shit.
She said the baby mom ain't shit, and
I know that baby mama didn't have her 2 kids.
So did she have more than just this one kid? So did she have 3 or did she have 2? And it sounds like she didn't have custody of either one or any of her kids. How rare is that for a mother to not have access or custody to her kids? How bad does a mom have to be? I'm asking you guys a question. In the culture that we live in nowadays, how bad does a woman have to be in order to not have access to her children and lose access to her children to a 23-year-old black man? That's very rare. Listen again.
To come after none of you people. I don't know you. I know that baby mama wasn't shit. I know that baby mama didn't have her 2 kids. I know my brother had that baby every fucking day. Now I'm upset because my brother out like a motherfucking murderer. And y'all keep coming for me and my family. You better know what you're doing. You better know what you're doing. I wouldn't wish this on my enemy. Lachey Jones, whoever you bitches is, I'm telling you. If you pull up on me, you better know what you're doing. I'm not finna threaten you. Just leave me and my family alone because we got enough going on with this bullshit. Jacksonville police, count your motherfucking days. Count your days.
Oh, Lord, no. Now, that's something you can't do. Did she not just threaten the popo? Live it or not, it seems what you have going on here is people who are not afraid of any consequences because they don't believe that there are going to be any consequences for her issuing death threats to people for whatever reasons, for whatever messages she got. And then you threaten the police by saying their days are threatened, so their days are numbered, so you better know what you're doing. What? Did you guys catch that? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. It sounded like she threatened the police. Okay, Alyssa Deeds is saying 3 kids. Jesus Christ. Wow. Thank you for that, Alyssa Deeds, for letting me know.
I wish this on my enemy. Lachey Jones, whoever you bitches is, I'm telling you. If you pull up on me, you better know what you're doing. I'm not finna threaten you. Just leave me and my family alone because we got enough going on with this bullshit. Jacksonville police, count your motherfucking days. Count your days. How you gonna have a motherfucking crime scene or charge somebody with murder because of what somebody say? You gotta do physical evidence. And like I said, to Jacksonville motherfucking people, I don't care family or not. If you keep coming for my motherfucking family, you gonna get in trouble. You send me one more threat, you gonna get in trouble. And I'm big sis. You motherfucking right on behind my brother.
So if he's 23 years old, then that means she has to be 24 or better. So she's not young. She's old enough to know better.
And I'm big sis. You motherfucking right on behind my brother. My brother ain't no motherfucking murderer.
I'm sorry, but she is making my ears bleed. Like, I'm sorry, I know she's upset, but why is it that anytime we have a conversation, we have to be yelling, we have to be screaming from the top of our lungs? Can we not just still say what we have to say, even if you do have to curse a little bit? I don't understand the point and purpose of screaming like this. I'm just saying.
You fucking right on behind him. And if one of you bitches fuck with me, you gonna have to see me and you gonna have to see the police. I know shit. I know my rights. Come messing with me. Come messing with my mama. Mess with my brother. Bitch, my brother loved his son.
They did do a medical examination of the baby for the people that are saying they have to do an autopsy. That's why they charged him. Again, let me give you that. Maybe you didn't catch that part of the story, but they said, let me see if I can read it again. Medical examiners ruled the child's death a homicide. An autopsy determined the cause of death to be traumatic asphyxiation. Guys, one thing that you know about me and Illicit Deeds, we are very thorough. I just heard the donation come in. Thank you very much for that. We are very thorough. I usually do not talk about a story unless I know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? I usually know what I'm talking about. You said they don't know anything. They have to have an autopsy. Well, I read in the beginning, you can rewind it if you didn't hear me say it. An autopsy determined, past tense, determined the cause of death to be traumatic asphyxiation. It is a medical emergency caused by intense compression of the thoracic cavity, causing venous backflow from the right side of the heart into the veins of the neck and the brain. So y'all heard me say that, right? Yes or no? Was an autopsy done? Yes or no? So I don't have to repeat myself on that, because I thought I was pretty thorough when I said that.
Come messing with me. Come messing with my mama. Mess with my brother. Bitch, my brother loved his son.
Also, real quick, for the people that are watching, I ask that you guys click that thumbs up. Just because more people come in don't mean I don't need y'all to click the thumbs up. Please click the thumbs up. Let's try to get about 200 likes, because for the people that are here, it helps share our stream, lets other people know that we're live, some of our other subscribers that don't know that we're live because we're kind of late right now. Click that thumbs up. We should easily have about 230 likes. Please help us out.
I know shit. I know my rights. Come messing with me. Come messing with my mama. Mess with my brother. Bitch, my brother loved his son. Where was you at? Out there getting high, hoe. Where the fuck was you at? Where your other two kids at, bitch?
Oh, my
Tell
God.
that shit.
Woo-wee. I would love to hear where the biological mom is and why she lost custody. How about that? Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate that. Hopefully more people will follow your pattern. What do y'all think about that? So apparently she had 3 kids and at least one of them were not in her custody, but according to her, she didn't have custody of any of her kids. That means that this woman that could, matter of fact, how much sense does that make? The fact that you continue to allow a person that is proven to be irresponsible with children to continue to allow them to have children. Hashtag take the ovaries. That is our hashtag. Why do I have such a crazy hashtag like that? Because I believe when fathers are bad, they should not be allowed to reproduce when they have been proven to hurt children. Hashtag TTT, take the testes. For women, that's the exact same thing. When women are proven to be bad parents, they should not be allowed to reproduce. Hashtag take the ovaries. That's a fair thing because it goes to both sides. Let's move on.
I'm not motherfucking playing. I'm not posting my address. I'm not hiding my motherfucking Facebook page. Bitch, I know. Come see me. Pull up on me. Pull up on me. I'm not hiding from nobody. I ain't scared of no motherfucking body, bitch. I'm hurting. Got my brother out here like a murderer. Everybody that's tuned in know my brother will vouch and tell you he love the kids. I got a son. I got a niece. You motherfucking Jacksonville people, for you tuning in. If you fuck with me, you fuck with my brother, you fuck with my family, you gonna have to answer to the authority. And that's all I got to say. All these posts, nah, bitch, ain't nobody scared. I'm smart. I'm smart as fuck. I'm hurting. I lost my brother and I lost my nephew. And a bitch talking about my brother killed him. Okay? Facts gonna hit the fan. I just gotta speak because I got a son. And if somebody pull up on me while I got my son, I'm not bullshitting. Try me if you want to. Try me if you want to.
For the people that are listening, this is the aunt of the man that was charged. Okay? Let me see if I can get his picture because maybe some of y'all came in late. Maybe you didn't get a chance to see his photo. That's the biological father and the son. That's his sister on the right-hand side of the screen. Thank you, Rosaline, for upgrading your membership. She already had a membership, so she moved up to the next level on there. Thank you so much. The AFC, which is the second level. I appreciate that. Thank you, Rosaline. That is his sister. That's the biological father that you see on the screen.
Facts gonna hit the fan. I just gotta speak because I got a son. And if somebody pull up on me while I got my son, I'm not bullshitting. Try me if you want to. Try me if you want to. This shit is beyond playing. When you get to playing with folks' family, this shit is beyond playing. Fucking try me. Pull up on me. Y'all so motherfucking bad. Cousins, sisters, your mama, y'all so bad. Pull up on me. Pull up on my family. Pull up on my people. That's all I got to say. Shit. Got me fucked up.
That's all.
Get me off this motherfucker.
Begin tonight.
Good Lord, man. Woo. I'm just saying, boy, I feel sorry for whoever baby mama that is. That's what they say in the South. Ooh-wee. Look, I'm going to tell you guys this. To close this story out, thank you to Sherrod for joining the channel membership, brother. I know he's been here for a while, but thank you, man, for for taking a moment to invest in what we're doing here, which is we're trying to build a platform advocating for these babies. So Sherrod, from my heart to yours, thank you for joining the AFC, the channel membership. Thank you so much for that. Let's talk about this. I'm not going to judge him by his tattoos. I'm not going to judge him by the type of company that he keeps, because I'm just saying, I went through his Facebook page while it was still active, and I saw some things that were indicative of a young man who was kind of living maybe the thug life. You know, I don't know anything about him personally, but I'm just saying, when they say pictures speak 1,000 words, I saw some things on there that made me think, but that doesn't make him a killer. That doesn't make him a bad father. That doesn't make him a criminal by any means. You can hang out with whoever you want to hang out with. You can have as many tattoos as you want to. You can throw up as many finger signs as you want to. That does not make you a bad person, and it damn sure doesn't mean that you need to be charged with capital murder either. But I will tell you this. Based on the track history of the police and the courts, they usually do not charge somebody with that extreme, that definitive of a charge like capital murder, unless they feel 100% positive that they can get a conviction. Do y'all hear what I just said? They usually feel pretty confident that they have enough evidence, that they believe enough of the story about what they believe is going on, that whatever it is happened to this little innocent little baby. Let me get his face back up on the screen, because I'm going to tell you guys something. There is absolutely nothing that this baby could have done to make anybody that upset at all. I mean, he is just the most innocent looking baby. And my God, if we could turn the hands back on the clock, I'd take it my damn self if I had to. I'm sure a lot of the people in the chat, they just like, hey, we need somebody to take this baby. I know there's somebody out there, there's a loving family that would have taken that baby. Rather than him losing his life like that. Look at his face. This baby's name was Cassius Lamont Ephriam. He was only 3 months old. Such a precious baby. And I'm going to tell you guys something. Because I know that the aunt is probably watching my stream, or some other people out there in Arkansas are probably watching my stream. Based on what I saw with his interactions on video with that baby, and based on the pictures that he took, there's only so much you can know. You can have a snap judgment. I understand that. But it looked like he really, really loved his son. He's a beautiful baby. And the fact that this father was willing to be there to raise his son, like, you know what? I got it. I'm going to take care of it. Because it sounded like the mom wasn't shit at all. And it sounded like the mom made shitty decision after shitty decision after shitty decision. Yes? It is rare in our time, even though we know the real truth, but the perception of black men, it is rare in this time that you find somebody that will love them kids regardless of who brought them into this world, and like, I'm gonna take responsibility and I'm gonna take care of him. That's already rare as it is. I personally believe that there's a lot more going on in this story. That's my honest opinion. The fact of what he was charged with, they could have charged him for involuntary manslaughter. They could have charged him with extreme child abuse. There's a lot of things that they could have charged him with. But the fact that they said capital murder, that means that it was premeditated and that it was intentional. Look up capital murder in Arkansas and y'all tell me what the definition is of it. That means that 23-year-old man right there is either going to spend his entire life in prison, or worse, the state of Arkansas is going to kill him. They're going to give him the death penalty. That's what capital murder gets you. I'm extremely concerned with this story and the fact that I'm going to tell you guys, if y'all don't know anything about Arkansas, I'm very familiar with Arkansas. Got a lot of family in Arkansas. Been to Arkansas plenty of times. And as downtrodden as they try to make it seem to be, as backwoods as they make it try to seem to be, one thing that I know about Arkansas is that Arkansas has a lot of family values. A lot of family values. They're close-knit people. They're very open-armed people. And that's what makes this even worse, the fact that I know that there were people there and would have been there to help this man in any shape, form, or fashion to be able to care for this kid. He wouldn't have needed anything. You need a babysitter? They got you. The baby's crying like, I can't take it. He's getting on my nerves. They got you. You need Pampers? You need milk? What do you need? We got you. That's the type of people that Arkansas people are. So for this baby to end up dead, I just believe that there is more to this story than what meets the eye. The very, very last thing that makes this thing just almost dead certain that he's going to get convicted is the type of charge. So for the family, understand, I'm not putting that on this dude. Y'all know I'm pretty fair. I usually call it how it is. But the fact that they put that on this dude is going to be very damning, and it's going to be very hard to disprove based on whatever evidence they have. But all I know is whatever happened, that it seemed like this baby was doomed from the moment he was born, from the womb that this young man chose to procreate with. That womb of that mother seemed like that she's a terrible person based on what we know. She lost custody of her kids, and there's nobody that speaks highly about her, and she didn't have custody of the kids. Those are three horrible ass things for a mom in 2020. They give you every out. They give you assistance in every shape, form, or fashion. Y'all tell me, am I lying? Do they not help mothers out with every single thing that they need? Pretty much. From housing, to food, to medical, even car vouchers. Literally to take care of your entire life just because you bore children. And for you to still lose, and child support, sorry, I did miss that, thank you, child support. He's gonna need a damn good lawyer. The family's gonna have to figure that out. That's up to them to figure that out. I personally cannot advocate for that because I know how steep that capital murder charge is. And that means that there is something that they believe that he did was dead as wrong. Period. We cannot skip that. Regardless of how many good days he had, you cannot have an effed up day like this. Point blank, period. Traumatic asphyxiation is intent. That is intentional. Okay? Now, he does not have a bond, which is also indicative of somebody who got a capital murder charge, but his next court appearance is scheduled for April 23rd. For other people that want to follow this story, that man's name, the biological father's name, is Kevonce, Kevonce, like Kev and then once, Kevonce. Lamont Ephriam, Ephriam, 23 years old. Follow this case. Look up information. If you guys know what else is going on, if you guys know the aunt or anybody that wants to reach out to me, my email address, do not inbox me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Email me. That's what the email is for. The AFC Matters at gmail.com. THEAFC Matters at gmail.com. Type it in. Send me a message. Contact me. I will get back to you. I get back to pretty much everybody. Everybody knows that, right? So, to that little baby, it seemed like he was doomed from the moment he was born, and it's very sad because he seemed to be a very beautiful little kid, and I just wish that we advocate for all children. But this one really hits my soul because, you know, with me doing black stories mean more to me because I understand the black experience. I know what it's like to be a father. I was only a year older than him when I had my daughter. He's 23, I was 24. I was very prepared and very ready for me to have my daughter, which is why we have such a great relationship to this day. I was ready to be a dad, and I'm so thankful I talked to my daughter today, and it is just an absolute honor to be her father. We need more fathers like that, and the fact that he had a chance, and this chance seems to have been squandered for whatever reason, is just really, really sad, okay? Make sure you guys follow the story. Please make sure that you guys like, share, and subscribe to the AFC podcast. The AFC means we advocate for children first. This is your boy DJ Just J. To this young man, Cassius Lamont Ephriam, 3 months old, young prince, R.I.P. May God rest your soul. Talk to you guys later. That's the end of the stream. Peace.